Hey everyone, it's Jennine, your local realtor here in Edmonton, Alberta. Today I want to talk to you about the steps it takes to actually buying a home in Edmonton. So let's dive into it. Step number one, prepare your finances. I know you're probably sitting at home watching HGTV, dreaming about that big island in the kitchen, but this is actually a really important step. So I want you to take a step back, start planning, budgeting, really take a look at your monthly expenses. Maybe budgeting is not your strong suit. That's okay, because you should leave it to the professional. You have to talk to a mortgage broker or your bank and get pre-approved. This is really important. It'll let you know what you can afford to buy. So what they will look at is things like your income before taxes, your monthly expenses, like including utilities. They'll look at your credit score, they'll look at the amortization period, all those things, and they will determine what your purchasing power will be. In general, your total monthly housing costs shouldn't be any more than 35% of your gross household income. While you're doing your budget, don't forget to plan for things like your down payment, which is at minimum 5%, and your deposit, as well as the closing cost fees. Step number two, all right, you've been pre-approved, you know what kind of house you're looking for, what budget range you're in. Now it's time to find your realtor. And this step is really important. It's okay to interview a few different realtors. In fact, I recommend it. Why? Because it's an important decision that you're making. It's a big investment in your life, and you want to make sure you have the right realtor for you. Step number three, you found your realtor, you're happy with your agent, and now it's time to start your shop. It's a great idea to make a list of wants and needs. Truly think about how you live and what you want your lifestyle to be like. Your realtor will likely have a bunch of questions for you as well to gain a better understanding of your needs. Once you have your list and you know what you're looking for, it's time to book some showings. Your realtor will set you up on a search based on the criteria and the answers to their questions. So what kind of home you're looking for, how many bedrooms, or if you want a big yard, all those things can be entered in your search. You'll start getting alerts for any new listings. So if something comes up immediately, you'll know about it and you won't miss out. Once you have a list of different homes, it's a good idea to kind of start narrowing down a few that you want to look at. I don't recommend looking at more than 5 or 6 a day for sure, because the minute you start looking at too many, you're going to start forgetting the first ones that you look at. Step number 4, making an offer. Before getting too serious on a property, it's a good idea to look at the details, like the real property report. This will show boundaries of the land, or if there's compliance with the land, or if there's been any improvements, things like that. Your realtor will also pull the title to make sure that the seller is actually the person that's selling the home, or if there's any encumbrances on title or anything like that. Everything will be listed on the title. It's always a good idea to do a historical listing search of it to see if the property's been sold a lot, or what's the story about the property. Also, I always like to do an address search on Google just to see if there's any like stigmas associated with that property, or if it's been in the news for whatever reason. It's always a good idea to do that. Once you're ready to make the offer, make sure you put all the conditions and terms that you like. Common ones are financing, property inspection, and if you're buying a condo review. Step 5, now it's time to start satisfying the conditions. So if you put condition of financing, you'll have to go get your financing in place. If you put property inspection, which I really suggest you do, you'll have to get an inspector come into the home. This will usually take about a couple weeks to get done, and once it's all finished, if you're happy and satisfied with everything, then you can go ahead and remove the conditions, and then you've officially bought the house. Step 6, possession day. It's the time that you've been waiting for. So we'll do one last final walkthrough of the home to ensure the property's condition. So that was just the general overview on what it's like to buy a home. If you want to dig a little deeper into some of the concepts that I talked about, take a look at my buyer's guide. I'll leave it in the comment or in the description below. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep you updated with all things real estate and Edmonton. Until next time, you guys, see ya.